Hello, and welcome to day 28 of... I'm just kidding. I think it's just routine at this point.
I was like, oh my gosh, how many days have we missed?
So welcome back. And for our first vlog of the year, we are going to be...
New Year's resolutions, ideas, topics.
What we think is going to happen this year, what we hope doesn't happen this year, what we're going to get into, what we're going to get out of.
What we learned last year.
What we hope to learn this year.
It could go on.
And it will go on. But first, we need to go get some milkshakes. So cue the intro, cue milkshakes, and we'll see you in a minute and a half.
Milkshake time, let's go.
We're back.
It's 2023.
I haven't seen this since last year. Okay, so for the first video of 2023, we are gonna be asking all your questions that you guys sent to us regarding the new year, what's to come, what does the year look like for Allie B and Holland B?
Let's get it started? Let's do it.
Okay.
Maybe we should start it out with New Year's resolutions.
Okay, yeah. I think that's the smartest decision
I've made this year.
No. No, I think that's such a good decision because everybody's asking, what are our New Year's resolutions?
All right, do you want to go first?
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, ladies first. So,
okay, so for my New Year's resolutions of 2023, these 4 days have already tested me a lot. But I think I've come down, like there's a ton of small things that I want to do and accomplish and be but I think it all comes down to one thing is I really want to commit to myself.
absolutely.
I want to commit. I think last year and in the past, my bad habits are that I just don't commit to the things that I want.
I think mine kind of bouncing off that, kind of hurtling over that and jumping onto new things, is selfishness this year. I think I'm a pretty selfish person in general, and I love that about myself. I love that I choose me, and I think that has a lot to do with my mental health, but let's not dive into that water right now. Yeah, so I think it can be a huge year for me. I mean, obviously, I have some big plans that you will hear later on in this video, but it's a good year to pick myself. It's a good point in my life. I love my family, and obviously you are. But you're doing your own things too, and you have big goals for this year, and I think that it's really cool that in our relationship, we do really well with having our independent things, but still being so us and lovely, and you know. And so I think I'm just excited for growth, and I think to get that growth, I have to be extremely selfish this year. In the best way. People take selfish as a bad word, so I want to clarify. Not selfish like I'm pushing people under a bus just because it's a Tuesday. Selfish as in I'm not going to deny opportunities. I think I'm going to drop a lot of plastic balls this year and just worry about my glass balls. Family, as in you and Riley, and future. Okay, do you have another one you want to share?
I have some small ones.
Okay.
Guys, I have a very shallow thing I want this year. I want a set of abs.
Oh, Holland, please. Okay. The anticipation I have. Okay guys, I'm gonna say something pretty freaking shallow. I want abs. Okay. Miss Muscle Milk.
And that's like kind of a broad thing. I think I could get abs if I would do the work.
Somebody told me once, everybody has abs.
You do. I want to be able to see mine.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to overall health lifestyle, like sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, your body is a temple, but then I'm like looking at the body and I'm like, you're trying to tell me this body is a temple? It's like, okay, well, Shrek's on me. I think that ever since I've gone sober, I feel like I'm doing enough. Like I'm not Corbin Blue, so I don't want to push it to the limit. I just feel like no drugs and alcohol for me. A completely different person.
You are
from
so
years
healthy.
ago. Yeah, I feel
so
like
healthy.
a fitness legend. Okay.
Do you eat kale for lunch?
I still do a little bit of marble menthol, but that's just
Close enough to kale.
Yes, same color as kale. It is green, the boxes. So I really just have one resolution this year, and huge goal that I've set out for myself, and that's stand-up comedy. Jumping into that full force. I have notebooks and notebooks filled with things and material, and I think it's just time to get on stage and let the world hear. I just feel this big pressure because obviously I have a little bit of a platform that people are expecting something out of me, and I want to do it in my way, and I think that's just tough, and so just navigating that this year, but hopefully a tour by the end of the year, I could see it happening.
Can I come?
Baby, I'm not, if you ain't going, of course you can come, you and my guy. Okay, so a bunch of people have asked, what are the Bel Airs doing? Are they moving? The Bel Airs leases up in June.
So the Bel Airs are moving.
We don't know where yet.
We're not staying in Pittsburgh.
No, I think that I like Pittsburgh. Do you like Pittsburgh?
I like Pittsburgh.
If you can't say it, maybe you don't. It felt like it hurt to come out, so maybe I'll just say that I like Pittsburgh. It's been a fun little change going from the south to the north. That's been nice.
I liked that.
But like we said, we kind of just can do our own thing and be selfish this year. And I think a big part of that is the fact that we want to move every year.
I mean, unless we just hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
I already hit the jackpot with you, so I don't expect any more jackpots in my life. I think, don't you usually only win once? I did. I'm good. I'm not expecting anything.
As for where, not sure yet. I think we won't really know probably until 3 weeks before we move.
I'm a big don't cross that bridge until at least you can see the corner of the bridge. You know, why are we stressing about the bridge? The bridge is on fire. I'm sure it'll be put out and rebuilt by the time we're there, so why are we stressing about it kind of bridge?
I'm currently looking at the map trying to find the bridge and figure out where it leads to, and I can't even find the map.
You probably want to know some places we're talking about. Florida, we've talked about Massachusetts, Texas, California, which I am not ready for. Colorado. Do we plan to travel this year? Yes.
Yes.
Holland and I previously tried to
Film this video.
However,
I had a mental breakdown, but so the video had to go. It had to go.
Holland got a little well, why don't you speak for yourself about that? Just overwhelmed about the new year, or?
There are some things just going on right now that I can't wait until they're over. And so I'm just powering through, everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, it happened in the middle of the video, so we are now refilming this. But we did do something during the video to figure out where we were traveling this year. So maybe we can explain how we did that.
Yes, so we picked 3 places each. One of those places was outside of the US, and 2 of those places were inside of the US, and we pulled from a bowl,
and whatever was left after pulling out all the pieces of paper, that's where we were going. So, would you like to name the 3 places that you put?
I put Europe, California, and New Orleans, Louisiana.
I put Spain, California, and Key West.
I told Holland that we couldn't go to Spain because I'm already in pain and it's a little too close. Anyway, so we pulled. I think the first ones we pulled out were outside of the US.
So Europe and Spain, gone.
Bank account, thanks you. You know? And then, so we pulled California, then we pulled New Orleans, then we pulled California, and we got left with
Key West.
Key West, Florida, which is a very gay place in Florida.
I would just like to say, I miss the beach.
You thrive in the sunlight. I shrivel in the sunlight, you know? But yeah, so we are planning on going at least to Key West. We have some big events that we're gonna be going to this year for Pride, and we're gonna plan a trip out to California, I'm sure, to visit some friends. But yeah, so the So the Bel-Airs will be traveling as much as they can. I think we just have a little bit of anxiety because we do not feel comfortable leaving Riley. So just trying to navigate that with if the one person we trust, Andrew Bel-Airs, hi, how are ya, is able to watch Riley and take care of her how we would.
Yeah.
Do you guys want any more pets? No.
Riley's right around.
Riley was adopted, so Riley wasn't supposed to be ours.
Aren't all pets adopted?
I don't like to get into that. I don't.
She was not originally our dog. It was your mom's dog, and we were simply potty training her, which also meant loving her and caring for her for about 3 months.
And then Mom realized that she was not going to be able to handle a puppy and said, Holland, you have an emotional attachment to this dog. You know you do. You have to take the dog. And Holland's a Pisces, so she cried and she said, I want to take the dog so bad. And she came to me, and I love her with everything in me. So what was I supposed to do besides say yes? I said hell yes.
So we have Riley, and I love her. I do not want her to go anywhere.
No.
But I will say, not a convenient time. Like, definitely wouldn't have picked now to have this lovely little furry face human walking around.
Just because like we can't travel with her. And we don't trust anybody with her because she's our freaking baby. So we drive everywhere.
Yeah.
But love her. I think we're dog lovers.
Yes, I definitely wanted to have, I think you always want the right time and the right things to happen for everything. And of course, we didn't think it was the right time, but here she is.
Okay.
But
yeah.
we met you.
Love her. No more dogs, no more pets. Thank you though. Okay, a lot of people have asked, and I think it's time for me to answer. A lot of people ask about my journey with sobriety. I think I'm about to come up on a year sober, and I guess I don't really know exactly if there's a rhyme or a reason. I got sober because we went to New York for Holland's birthday and I got roofied, which was an extremely scary situation, and it made me question what Holland wished for on her birthday.
If you go and watch our New York video, which was one of the first videos we did, you can see the morning after.
I was not okay.
No.
So that was a very scary thing. I think it just made me realize that I have to watch my back a little bit more because you can't trust people, and sometimes people just want to know you so they can hurt you. That was scary. I don't know that I ever had a problem. There was a lot of drinking, and drinking led me to make horrible decisions that I woke up with and did not like myself for, which did not help with my depression. Drinking isn't good for ADHD. I think I just looked at myself and was like, why am I even doing it? Like, what am I really getting from it? So it's just a better choice for me. And I do not regret it. I don't know that there was an addiction there, because people who are fighting alcoholism have the most respect for me, because you're beating something mental. It's like beating depression. It's like every single day dealing with that. But yeah, so I plan on staying sober for the unforeseen future. And yeah, that's my journey. I think that it wasn't really tough. It was a matter of just like breaking habits. Like, I used to not be able to go to brunch without getting a mimosa, and now it's just simply about not doing that. Yeah, and one day at a time. So that's my plan going into 2023. If you're having a journey with sobriety, or you're feeling a little bit curious about it, I hope that that journey gives you everything that you want and you wish for. So a lot of people want to know how we keep the spark alive and how we never fight.
For me personally, never get too comfortable. If you wouldn't talk to a stranger or yell at a stranger,
then why do you feel comfortable doing it to the person who you love the most?
And I'm the type of person, I've never really yelled at anyone, so why would I do it to you? We can be calm about things.
Yeah, I think that all relationships look different. So don't look at your relationship and say just because we bicker or we argue means that we're not in love. Our relationship is gonna look completely different from every other relationship. Some of you are dating men. But yeah, I think you make me a better person. I think you're so calming and you're just nice. I would say date somebody who's nice if that's what you care about. You're not mean. So we don't yell at each other. We don't call each other names. I agree, never getting too comfortable with hurting, or like, how at the beginning of the relationship, it's like you would do anything they asked right away. Like, you wouldn't admit, like you chose them and you put them first. And I think that a lot of people kind of lose sight of that, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be at home waiting for you. And I think just never taking advantage of that love, only growing it and using it to love each other better, But yeah, you're easy to love. You're a lovely person. You're extremely kind. You're funny. Nothing is too serious. But I also think we both have the mentality of like, what would we be fighting about that we can't just communicate about? Like, if money is a problem, so we both got $1, why are we screaming at each other? Stop yelling and clock in, bitch, It works. It just works. Your mamas love each other. Advice for young lesbians or LGBTQ in general.
Okay, my advice besides moving to college and doing all that, you may see people on the internet around you coming out, and it could be beautiful, it could be horrible, or it could be everything in between, and just don't, sometimes even after coming out, it's still not done. So I think take with that what you will. I wish I would have known that I needed to be a little stronger I needed to have a little bit thicker skin for what was to come.
Yeah, but I think that's tough, because when you're older, you have confidence in who you are. And I think that when people are looking at you and saying what you're doing is wrong, it's a hard thing to hear when you're still trying to figure out who that is. Yeah, so take your time, be gentle with yourself, never feel like you have to come out for any reason. Do what's safest for you, what's best for you, but find your swag. People are gonna talk shit, and sometimes, yeah, just let them. I don't know what to say. People suck in the world, and sometimes it doesn't matter if it's about your sexuality, your race, your gender, whatever it might be. People are mean. So I think finding confidence as early as you can, but also understanding that it's a part of a much bigger process. You don't have to be anything. You can be everything. You can change who you are. You cannot change a thing. It's gonna be okay. most people, I mean, it's just the hard truth, most people in the LGBTQ community have a story about somebody not accepting them because of who they love. Who you love is a beautiful thing. Who you love is never wrong unless it is unsafe. And I hope that everything gets better for you. You deserve it.
Ditto.
Yeah. Find role models online, you know?
I watched a lot of YouTube. I had to find something. I had to find other people that wanted what I had, what I wanted. I wanted what they had. Anything to just kind of keep my mind off the negativity.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll grow up and you'll be able to make your life exactly what you want it to be. So sometimes it sucks, but you just have to wait it out. So I hope that period of time is as easy as possible. To end our New Year's first video of the year, we're gonna answer this question. What is something that you want from me this year? And I'm gonna answer something that I hope that you get or you want this year.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I hope you get, and I don't mean this, but I think this word comes with other things, but I hope you get wiser in the things that you want.
Yes.
More knowledge, more understanding. That way, because I don't want the world to be unkind to you. And I don't know those things, so I hope that somebody, somewhere, somehow, something teaches you the things you want to know.
I think it stresses everybody out in my life that I don't have a manager. Because there's a lot of plans that I have for myself, and I kind of want to do it on my own, but I know that it would be so helpful to have people who know and have done this and been there before to help me. So yeah, that's very nice of you. Thank you. What I want for you is to find a place where you feel appreciated and welcomed and useful and growth. Tons of growth. I hope that you have, and I'm sorry to your anxious little heart, but I hope you are thrown in uncomfortable situations this year and you just have so many different experiences with dance and like day things and like music videos, and I hope that your portfolio just opens like my legs when you walk into a room. That's what I hope. And just health and happiness. I hope you stay cheerful and happy, and I hope you stay so full of life and healthy. Please don't fuck with me.
Hey, agree.
Don't fuck with me. You know. Okay, guys. Well, that was a bit of our 2023.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Sorry we're a little bit late, but you can't control when a breakdown happens.
Yep. It do be happening.
And when it do, then it do, and we let it do.
Okay.
Do its thing. So if you're struggling with New Year's pressure or family or whatever the hell the holidays were or whatever is going on in your life, I hope that weight gets a little bit easier to carry. I'm glad that you're here.
Ditto.
I love ya.
I thought this was saying rock on.
Oh, that too, baby. Hey, don't let life rock you. Rock life!